Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome to this very special virtual festive quiz, especially for the staff of Oxygen Comms. It's great to be with you. My name is Mark. I will be your quiz master as we take you through 50 full questions. Lots of people suddenly jumping on. 50 full questions, all relating in some way to Christmas or thereabouts. Loads of general knowledge, loads of daft trivia as well. We're going to have a whole lot of fun. So Christmas is just around the corner. It's the kind of time of year where we should be getting together with our staff and our colleagues and our friends and having a Christmas party. But of course this year it's just not possible. So we're going to try and have some fun online instead. Now, what we would love you to do as we go through this evening is join in right over here, and you can see lots of people are. This is the live chat. Now, if you can't see the live chat on your screens at the moment, there are 3 little dots. Just click on those and that will open up. Now, the live stream that you are watching, we encourage you to put this on a separate device, so your TV or a monitor or whatever you've got, maybe your laptop. And then when you're playing along with the game, and the game can be found at myquiz.org 615321, when you're playing along, use your smartphone or a tablet or maybe a laptop as well, and use 2 separate devices. That's the best way of working. So, Alexandros, good evening to you. You're the first person to sign in. Christiane is asking where everybody is. Rest assured, we've got well over 20 players, 22 just signing in now. That's what we're expecting. So lots and lots of you starting to join. Right, there's a couple of rules that we have. I say rules, they're basically how you play the game. So let's take you through them. And here are the rules. Now, the first thing you need to know, if you get a question right, it's worth 100 points. Get it wrong, and it's a big fat 0. You get 15 seconds only to answer each question, so don't take your time. Try and answer as quickly as you can. There's a 30-second gap between questions to allow you to join in with that live chat that we were just looking at. And then we do have some questions that have multiple correct answers. Now, what this means, very simply, it will be a question, 5 possible answers, and 3 of them will be correct. If you can click on all 3, you'll get the full 100 points. If you get just 1 right, it's worth 20. If you get 2 right, it's worth 40. Get all 3 for the full 100 points. And the final rule is really important. we give a speed bonus of up to 50 points. So, the faster you answer a question, the more points you will get. So yes, it's important to get the question correct, but if you can answer within the first second or two, you will get 50 bonus points. If you take the full 15 seconds and answer right at the end, you're only going to get an extra 1 or 2 points. And that bonus is available to every single player. So, if we get every player getting a question right, which can happen now and again, all of you will score some bonus points. How many? Depends on how quickly you answer. So, that's how the game works. In order to answer, most of the questions are what we call multiple choice. I'm sure you know how that works. You just click on A, B, or C or D. We might have some questions which we call open-ended. With those questions, a keyboard will open up on your screen and we'll ask you to enter either a digit or a letter or whatever the answer might be. Very self-explanatory, very, very straightforward. Now, we do have some prizes to give away. And we're going to stop, well, look at this, top 3 players. I was about to say for our winner, starting with our winner, but it's actually the top 3 players and not a bad little gift to get just before Christmas. A 300 RON voucher for eMag, everybody's favourite store. And all you've got to do is finish in our top 3 tonight and we will give you a 300 RON voucher to go and spend at eMag. You know, you can spend it before Christmas. Maybe you can spend it on presents for yourself or for other people, or you can even wait for the sales in January. Who knows? But get in the top 3 and there's a rather lovely prize for you. But that's not all. We've kept things rather simple here. If you get into the full top 10, we'll just make sure that we get you a very, very nice bottle of red wine. Now, this won't be a random bottle of wine. It will be a very special one coming all the way from Oxygen. So, top 10 players tonight will get a prize. Of course, if you're in the top 3, you're not only going to get the bottle of red wine, but you will get an eMag voucher as well. So, pretty darn cool. 23 players now logging in over here, which is good to see. Now, we've got 23 users, but only 17 active users. So if you haven't activated the game, once again, right below me, 615321 is the code for myquiz.org. If you want to zap the QR code, you can do that as well. Let's have a look over on the chat here and see who else we've got. Alessandro, appreciating my sweater. Now, that's very nice of you. I don't know if we have any football fans in, but very proud of this. My little sister bought it for me, and it is a Fulham Football Club sweater. It's far too big for me, but I adore it because my sister bought it for me, so that's rather nice. We're being told that Razvan is very competitive. Okay, well, let's see if Razvan will get into the top 3 tonight. And Christiana's going to go for the wine. That's all you got to do. Get into the top 10 and you will win wine. Now, when we get going with the game, right below me, you will see the questions and the multiple choice answers. They will be on your screens as well. And also below me, in the 30-second gap, we will show the top 3 players. I'll highlight the top 5. Let's see if you can get into that top 5 and I'll give you a little shout out. It is a Christmas sweater. It's a Fulham Christmas sweater. It's the reindeers flying over Craven Cottage, which is the stadium of my football team. It's nice that someone picked up on my sweater. I appreciate that. Right, I think we should get into this quiz then, everybody. 50 questions, back to back, no breaks. It's going to be fast. It's going to be exciting. And it probably will come down to the very last few questions to decide who will win. So I do hope that you have a really good time. If you can get your handsets ready, we will get you started. Good luck. Here we go. And your first question is about to appear on your screens. How many of Santa's reindeer's names begin with the letter D? So that's your first question this evening. All you've got to do is click on the correct answer. If you're not sure, just take a guess. You can't lose any points in this quiz. You can only win them. Good luck to you, Razvan. We're told that you're competitive. We will see. Okay, away we go, and the correct answer here is 3. 39.1% of you getting that one right, and right at the start it's Juana that goes into the lead with Adriana in second, Christiana B is in third, Laura R in fourth, and Veronica in fifth. So 5 girls filling the top 5 spots. That's rather nice to see. And you can see that we've got 2 players there tied on 116. If you are tied with another player, we separate you by how quickly you have answered your questions. Here's question number 2. Which spirit is the basis of a Mai Tai cocktail? So if you think back to the olden days when we used to go out to bars and clubs and enjoy ourselves with our friends, you might have had a Mai Tai cocktail in the past. But which spirit would be in it? All right, your time is up. Now, a Mai Tai cocktail is a rum cocktail, and 70.4% of you recognising that one. Well done if you got that one right. Adriana, thanks to a Mai Tai cocktail, has gone into the lead. Christiana in second, Veronica in third. We've got Laura down there in fourth, and Money Queen coming in fifth place. 242 for both Laura and Money Queen. As I say, you are separated because Laura has answered her questions ever so slightly faster. 2 down, lots to go. Here's question number 3. Which of these is essential for the Japanese pastime of ikebana? Ikebana. Paper, teapot, pen or flowers? Christiana, you can hold your head up high. You've got the cocktail question right. That's the most important thing this evening, isn't it? It's flowers, and a massive 63% of you getting that one right. Also known as Kado, it is the Japanese art of flower arrangement. So clever bunch, you guys. Well done if you got it. Adriana leads the way from Christiana B in second. Money Queen has moved up to third place with that question. Andrea comes into the top 5 in fourth, and Larissa now in fifth place. Razvan liking the Japanese questions. I can't promise there'll be too many more. We will see. Here's question number 4. Now, it's a young photo. Who is it? Is it Boris Johnson, Adele, Donald Trump, or Princess Di? Who is that? So your time is up. Tricky question. Let's see how you've answered this one. It is Princess Diana, and only half of you getting this one right. 51.9% of you getting it right. 7.4% of you think that a young Princess Diana looks like Donald Trump. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. Incredibly, nearly 30% of you thought it was Boris Johnson. Is that just my accent making you feel that? I don't know. Anyway, Money Queen into the lead. Larissa in second. FTW in third. Adriana and Christiana round out your top 5 after 4 questions. Here comes your next one. Question number 5. Which of these people would most likely wear a touche blanche on their head? Teacher, chef, cyclist or painter? Cinziana, what's up with Deanna? Is she okay? What's happened with Deanna? I hope she's all right. A chef would wear a touche blanche, a white hat on his head. Yes, it's one of those big white tall hats with the frills at the top. You often see fancy hotels, maybe. The chefs still wear them there, but they're not that common these days. But it would be a chef. Money Queen still holds on to the lead. FTW for the win. I presume that's what you mean there. You're in second. Laura in third. Christiana has the 4th spot with Larissa in 5th place. So Money Queen leads the way. True or false, discombobulation is the name for anxiety at being unable to obtain information via the internet. As you can see, Cinziana, I'm not very bright. Of course, I thought you were talking about Deanna that was playing as opposed to Diana that just got compared to Boris Johnson. So, is that true or is it false? Look, you've gone right down the middle here. 46.2% of you believing me. It is true. Discombobulation. I'm sure we've all suffered with that at some point. I do hope that nobody is suffering with trying to find information via the internet during this quiz, of course, because we don't expect you to be Googling or doing anything like that. Money Queen still leads. FTW, Laura R. Vochu comes into 4th place, and Wana is there in 5th. Question number 7. When was Oxygen founded? Yes, we've got Oxygen questions in here as well. Time to panic, because we need you to get these ones right. When was Oxygen founded? And your time is up. Let's see how many of you managed to get this one. Now, this is tricky, isn't it, when you put under pressure to get questions about your own company correct. 51.9% knowing it was 2008. Most of you going either side of that, but it was 2008. And it's Money Queen still leading. 20-point lead over FTW. That's next to nothing. And then it's just 1 point back to Laura in 3rd. Amira comes into the top 5 in 4th place. Well done to you. And Andrea still hanging around in the top 5 as well. 585 points for you. Here's your next question. The kiwi fruit is native to which country? The kiwi fruit is native to which country? Japan, New Zealand, China, or Australia? Christiana, was it easy? Because half of the players got it wrong. It's the pressure of the 15 seconds, I think. That's possibly what it is. It's China, and only 8% of you getting this one right. Yeah, we don't put too many obvious answer questions here. Most of you going for New Zealand, quite possibly because of the word Kiwi, but it is indigenous to China. The New Zealanders took it over to New Zealand at the start of the 20th century, and then they decided to rename it. But across the world, it's also known as a Chinese gooseberry, which might give the answer away a little bit. Laura, Moniqueen, FTW, Andrea, and Amira. So Laura into the lead. Next question. What was introduced into the game of basketball 21 years after the game was invented? What was introduced into the game of basketball 21 years after the game was invented? It is one of those things that you can see on your screen. But which one? They all sound a little bit ridiculous, right? And when you know the answer, it's truly ridiculous. It was a hole in the bottom of each basket. Yep. For 21 years, they played the game of basketball, and each team had to have a nominated person that had a ladder, and he would climb up the ladder, get the ball out every time somebody scored, until one day, after playing for 21 years, somebody said this game would be a whole lot quicker if we put some holes in the bottom of the basket. And the rest is, of course, history. Laura still leading by just a few points from Moniqueen, FTW, Andrea, and we've got Pavel coming into the top 5. Well done to you. Number 10. Who wrote the best-selling Christmas song of all time, White Christmas? Was it Bing Crosby, Frank Sinatra, Irving Berlin, or Bob Carroll? Claudio, we're only a fifth of the way through this quiz. I feel like you've given up already. Come on now. Irving Berlin is the correct answer here. Lots of you going for Frank Sinatra there. He did sing it, but Bing Crosby sang it most famously. But it was written by Irving Berlin. It went on to sell over 50 million copies worldwide. Laura still leads, but both her and Moniqueen got that one wrong, allowing other people to catch up. FTW in third. Veronica comes into the top 5 in 4th place. Andrea still hanging around in the top 5 in 5th. That was a tricky one. Let's try another one. Number 11. How many herbs and spices make up the secret blend used for Kentucky Fried Chicken? Cinziana, you're a Grinch, that's okay, so the Christmas ones might be a bit tricky, but how about this one about fast food, KFC? Is that one a little bit easier? Well, let's find out. Let's see. How many of you got this one right? 9, 10, 11 or 12 were your 4 options, and we were looking for 11. And apparently that one was a little bit easier. 50% of you getting it right. And a really cool thing, if you want to go and look at the official Twitter account for KFC, it only follows 11 people. It follows the 5 Spice Girls and 6 random people called Herb that it found on Twitter. It's a great bit of marketing. Laura and Moniqueen have both broken 1,000 points. FTW in 3rd, Andrea in 4th, and Pavel is in 5th. Next question, number 12. And multiple answers. Select 3 films that did not win a Best Picture Oscar. So click on 3 answers to get all of the points. I'm not a fast food fan either, Razvan. I'm one of those weird people that doesn't really like burgers and KFC and what have you. It's not really my thing. You're not alone. We were looking, this is a tricky one, for Goodfellas, Pulp Fiction and Star Wars A New Hope. Both Forrest Gump and The Silence of the Lambs did win a Best Picture Oscar. So well done. If you got all 3 of them, you got the 100 points plus some bonuses. If you got 20 points, 2 of them, you got 40 points. Laura is in the lead from Moniqueen in 2nd, FTW in 3rd, Andrea and Pavel still in 4th and 5th. Here's your next question coming up. Question number 13. The explorer Hiram Bingham III is credited with rediscovering what? The explorer Hiram Bingham III is credited with rediscovering what? So 4 archaeological sites there. Which one did he rediscover? And I'm guessing it must have been the most incredible moment when he did stumble upon it. It's Machu Picchu in Peru at the end of the Inca Trail. I've been there myself, and it is a most wonderful place. Just imagine how incredible it would have been to be the person that rediscovered it all those years ago. Laura still leads from Moniqueen, but they got that wrong, allowing FTW to catch up. Andrea and Pavel still 4th and 5th. Pulp Fiction did not win the Best Picture Oscar. That was beaten by Forrest Gump that year. What was the first slogan of Oxygen? What was the first slogan of Oxygen? Razvan is taking on the tactics of just trying to get people to leave the game. Tactics is tactics, that's fine. Fresh ideas that work is the correct answer, and a huge 79.3% of you getting that one right. And our top players suddenly got that one right, which is great. So Laura now leading, Moniqueen in second, FTW in third, Andrea and Pavel still fourth and fifth, and all of those players are through 1,000 points. But we've had the same top five for quite a while now. Let's see if we can get some more of you getting into the top five so I can read out some more names. That would be great. Here's question number 15. Which of the following would you not want to drink? In fact, I'll go as far as saying you couldn't drink it if you wanted to because it just wouldn't exist. Which one? Horse milk, buffalo milk, yak milk, or reindeer milk? One of them is impossible to drink, and you definitely wouldn't want to if someone handed you a glass. Time is up. The correct answer is yak milk, because a yak is a male Bosgrunians animal, meaning that you can't milk it, and you certainly wouldn't want to try to, and therefore if you see yak milk being sold in a health food store or somewhere like that, it's not really yak milk. It would be a dree or knack milk. Yeah, that's a ridiculous question, right? Moniqueen gets that one and goes into the lead. Laura in second. Pavel moves up to third. FTW and Andrea both drop down to fourth and fifth, respectively. Number 16. Look at the picture. Who is this jumping over a chair during a 1994 TV interview? So a little bit of film for you. Look closely. Who is it? All right, your time is up. That is Bill Gates, famously back in the interview in 1994. Randomly, he just said at the end, you know what, I can jump over my office chair. So the interviewer said, well, why don't you then? And he did, which is no mean feat when you consider the shoes he's wearing and what look like very tight trousers. So Bill Gates, 62.1% of you getting that one right. And it's all changed in our top five. Moniqueen leads, but Pavel's moved up to second. Andrea in third, Laura in fourth, and Veronica is now in fifth. Wow. Okay, question number 17. Look at the picture. What's the name of this painting? Apple of my eye, the Son of Man, Adam, or Fruits of Labour? What is the name of the painting on your screens? Okay, so it looks like we're being offered a prize for creative comments. Cinziana has begged for extra prizes. Think Healthy are saying they're going to offer it. They've said it. Go ahead, get creative with your comments. I love that. That is The Son of Man, painted in 1964 by René Magritte, and 34.5% of you getting it right. Pavel, with that question, has now gone into the lead, moved slowly up the top, and he's taken the top spot. Moniqueen in second, Andrea in third, Laura and Veronica fourth and fifth. Yes, Cinziana, recognising Magritte. Razvan, top 10 for the wine. Keep it going. Question number 18. With which country would you associate the Christmas witch La Befana? Spain, Portugal, France, or Italy? Spain, Portugal, France, or Italy? Same goes for you, Alina. All you've got to do is get into that top 10. Top 10 will get you a nice bottle of red wine delivered to your door, or to your office, depending on where you are. Italy is the correct answer here, 20.7% of you getting it right. Now, she does come out on the eve of Epiphany, which is January the 5th, but very much in Italy she is associated with Christmas and Father Christmas himself, as you can see from that rather disturbing image on your screens. Pavel got into the lead and staying there. Moniqueen, though, still in second. We've got Andrea in third, Laura and Veronica still holding on to fourth and fifth, but this is incredibly close. One good question can get you into the top 5 or even in the top spot. Here's question number 19. Who devised the current slogan of Oxygen? With a heart for business. With a heart for business. Who came up with that? It is one of the 4 people on your screen. Christiana, it's only 25 past 6. Are you quizzing and drinking? I mean, it is Friday. I'm not going to judge. That's perfectly fine. Christiana Beladan is the correct answer here. 72.4% of you getting that one. Pavel gets it. Moniqueen gets it. Andrea is in third. Veronica. And we've got Russia coming in. I do hope I'm saying that right. We have that in the UK as well. Do we pronounce it Russia? If I'm saying that wrong, please pull me up on the feed. So that's your top 5. 19 questions down. And here comes your next one. This will be question number 20. Which of these words refers to the twinkling of stars? Is it oscillation, scintillation, titillation, or vacillation? Well, Cinziana, as far as I know, La Befana, the witch, does bring very nice gifts on Epiphany Eve if you've been a good person. So, worth bearing in mind on January the 5th. Scintillation is the correct answer here. Exactly 37% of you getting that one right. So well done if you got it. The majority of you getting that one right. Moniqueen has taken the lead again, going above Pavel in second. Veronica into third. Andrea is in 4th, and Russia sits in 5th. Does the Grinch deliver presents? I don't think he does he? Not nice ones anyway. 20 down, 30 to go. Here's number 21. The Global Positioning System, or GPS, is operated by which of the following? So, US Postal Service, Navy, Army, or Space Force. It is one of them. Which one of them looks after GPS? Your time is up. Let's see how you've answered here. It is the US Space Force, and the majority of you getting this one, 44.4%. It was the Air Force until the Space Force was formed, and it got handed over officially to them. So yeah, every time you use your phone or your watch or your GPS in your car, that is being looked after by the US Space Force. It's kind of weird when you think about it like that, isn't it? Money Queen gets it right and stays in the lead with Pavel in second, Veronica, Andrea, and Rasha. That is your top 5 as we head to question number 22. Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents is the opening line to which novel? Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents is the opening line to which novel? So a little bit of literature for you here. And your time, it is up. We were looking for Little Women. Lots of you going for Great Expectations there, but it is the opening line to the Louisa May Alcott epic. It was released in 2 different parts. It was so big. Little Women is the correct answer. Money Queen didn't get it, but she holds on to the lead from Pavel because he didn't get it right either. Veronica is very much in touch now, just a few points behind Pavel. Andrea's still there. Amira comes into the top 5 for the first time. Well done to you. Thanks, Razvan. Enjoy your work. What is the name of the world's smallest species of penguin? What is the name of the world's smallest species of penguin? Little, macaroni, gentoo, or erect crested? Christiana already feels she's got this bottle of wine won. This is impressive. Still a long way to go. Yeah, it's just called the Little Penguin. Isn't that ridiculous? What can we name this little penguin? Let's call it Little Penguin, and that's what they called it. Fine. It does have subspecies, including the Australian Little and the Little Blue, which sounds rather cute, but Little Penguin. Top players still getting these questions wrong. So Moniqueen, Pavel, Veronica, Amira moves up to 4th. She got that one, and Andrea sits in 5th. Wow. Here comes your next one. This will be question 24 out of 50. And look at the picture. Whose autograph is this? Is that Tom Hardy or Tom Hanks? Tom Hardy or Tom Hanks? Just a 50-50 chance here. Yes, Inziana, they didn't really put any effort into naming the Little Penguin, did they? Is that Tom Hardy or Tom Hanks? Both would be a lovely autograph to have, but it's Tom Hanks, and 67.9% of you not being fooled. It is indeed the signature of Tom Hanks then. Well done if you got that one. And it is a little bit of a change over on the leaderboard. Moniqueen still leads, but it's only a slender lead of 23 points over Veronica, who's come into 2nd place. Pavel has dropped down to 3rd, Amira in 4th, Andrea, who seems to have been in 5th place for a long time, she's still there in 5th. Remember, our top 3 players will get those EMAG vouchers. Here's your next one, 25. First scene in the film Space Jam. What's the name of Bugs Bunny's girlfriend? This is your halfway question. What is the name of Bugs Bunny's girlfriend? Now, I don't know about you. I feel like this character's been around a lot longer because they use her a lot these days. But no, she was introduced for the very first time for the movie Space Jam because there was no female presence in the movie. They needed a female in there, and they decided after, 60 odd years, Bugs Bunny finally deserved a girlfriend. Her name is Lola. Well done if you got it. Just like that, Veronica has gone into the lead. Moniqueen down to 2nd, Pavel in 3rd, Amira in 4th, and Andrea, yep, still in 5th. So we have a new leader, which is Veronica. Halfway point, we move on to 26. Which of the following is not a throwing event within an Olympic decathlon? Hammer, javelin, discus, or shot put? So a tricky little sports question for you. So these boys, they do 3 of these throwing events, but not one of them. The one they don't do is the hammer. 21.4% of you managing to get that one right. That was a tricky one, and things have changed at the top again. It's still Veronica leading, but Amira has come into 2nd place. Moniqueen has dropped from 1st to 2nd and now down to 3rd. Pavel is all the way down to 4th, and Andrea is in 5th. But remember, top 10 will get prizes, but top 3 get really nice prizes. Still plenty of time to go. Anybody could still win this. Here is your next question, number 27. Multiple answer. What three words are used to describe the Grinch in the classic children's book How the Grinch Stole Christmas? Right, Cinziana, we're looking at you. You said you like the Grinch. There he is. Let's hope you got them all, Cinziana. So the three words that describe the Grinch are stank, stink, and stunk. Yeah, the other two we just made up completely. Veronica then comes through that question unscathed. Cinziana managed to get 2 of the 3. That's all right. That's okay. That's what, 66%, isn't it? So fine. Amira in second, then Moniqueen in third. Andrea finally moves up a place, up into 4th, and Pavel drops down to 5th. Next question will be question number 28. What company was Oxygen's first client? What company was Oxygen's first client? Look at that. Think Healthy being very, very kind and deciding to give away their wine if they win it. It's always good to re-gift. Cinema City is the correct answer, and just 3.6% of you getting that one right. That's right, 3.6. Oh, there you go. Veronica leads. Andrea, Amira, Moniqueen, and Pavel. Andrea was one of the only players to get that one right, and she has jumped all the way up from 5th to 4th, and now into 2nd place, and she's only, 41 points off the top spot. Yep, these questions were supplied to us. We didn't do the research, so there you go. Cinema City was the first client. Here's your next one, number 29. In Australian slang, what would you usually do with a maggot bag? A maggot bag. Drink it, kick it, eat it, or wear it. I think we can agree. Whatever you do with a maggot bag, it's pretty disgusting sounding. All right, your time is up. And yeah, it is disgusting. The answer is option C. You would eat it because in Australian slang, a maggot bag is a meat pie. A meat pie. So appetizing. All right, what have we got going on over here? Still Veronica leading, but Amira fights back into 2nd place. Andrea drops down to 3rd. Laura is there in 4th. Moniqueen is still hanging around in 5th place. Still super, super close. I think red wine is healthy. You're fine to have some red wine. Question number 30. In 2004, which sporting star launched a clothing line called Aneres? Which sporting star launched a clothing line in 2004 called Aneres? All right, your time is up. Now, you may not have heard of Aneres before, but this is one of those questions where the answer was right in front of you, because Aneres is Serena backwards, and I don't think we caught too many of you out because 65.4% of you spotted that and got it right. But look at our leaderboard. The first player to break 2,000 points is Amira, and she does by taking the lead over Veronica in 2nd. Pavel has come back into it in 3rd place. Andrea is going up and down like a roller coaster. She's in 4th place at the moment, tied with Pavel, in fact. Moniqueen still hanging around in 5th. True or false, Santa Claus was number 1 on the Forbes Fictional 15 list of the richest fictional characters until they stopped producing the list in 2013. So essentially, was Santa Claus always number 1 on the list of the richest fictional characters? True or false? Look at this, 73.1% of you thinking that he indeed was the richest one. But here's the thing, he was until 2006, and then he got removed from the fictional 15 list because lots of children wrote to Forbes and said he can't be on the list because he's real. Yes, he's real. So well done to the 26.9% of people that still believe in Santa Claus. You deserve your points. Amira leads from Andrea, who's fighting back. Veronica in 3rd. Laura and Pavel make up your top 5. Question number 32. What is the name of this 2002 album by the Foo Fighters? All My Life, One by One, Times Like These, or Best of You? Any Foo Fighters fans here? I mean, that does help. I have this album myself on vinyl. It's a great album. All right, time is up. And the correct answer here is One by One. A real split on the 4 answers there. Almost equal answering on all 4 of them. So it looks like a few of you took a guess, but there's nothing wrong with that. Amira still leads. Laura in 2nd. Andrea still in 3rd. FTW coming back into the top 5 with a 4th position. Veronica is there in 5th. Let's have a look how close the scores are. Oh, they're incredibly close still. So it's 189 points between 1st and 5th. Top 3 get the big prizes, remember. Here's your next one, number 33. What size of paper measures 297mm by 420mm? quickly try and work it out. A2, A3, A4 or A5? This is a tricky one. It's A3 and 40.7% of you getting it right. Most of you going for A4, but it's a little bit bigger than that, I'm afraid. Amira comes through that question and still holds the lead. Laura in second. Moni Queen is fighting back. She's come back into the top 5, into third. Andrea is in fourth. FTW is in fifth. Amira with a decent little lead now, having got that question right. She is building a little lead here. Amira appears to be the person to catch. Okay, here's your next one, number 34. In Home Alone, where are the McAllisters going on vacation when they leave Kevin behind? So where were Kevin's family going on holiday? Were they going to Chicago, Madrid, Paris or London? I'm sure everybody's watching Home Alone at some point this Christmas season, right? If you haven't watched it yet, you certainly will be soon. And if you've watched it, you'll know that they were going to Paris, and 70.4% of you knowing that one and getting it right. The gap was closed slightly on Amira because Laura got some big bonus points there, but it's still Amira in the lead, Laura in second, Moni Queen in third, FTW back into the top 5 with the 4th spot, and Veronica is in 5th. So Amira getting things right, which is all you've got to do. Picking up bonuses as well. Number 35. What type of animal is a chinchilla? Is it a rodent, marsupial, reptile or a primate? They are incredibly cute. Chinchillas make great pets as well if you've got the room for them. Okay, your time is up. This is a tricky one as well. If I was guessing, I would say marsupial, but then that's why I'm terrible at quizzes and only good at presenting them. Rodent is the correct answer here. 57.1% of you managing to not be as stupid as I would be on that question. And Amira gets it and still leads. But Laura is getting some good bonus points on her answers, and she is closing the gap. So Laura in second, Moni Queen is there in third, Veronica up to fourth, and Rasha, who was in the top 5 earlier, is back in the top 5 with 5th position, number 36. Where were the first headquarters of Oxygen? So another Oxygen question for you. And in fact, we've only given you 3 different options here. So a 33.333 recurring chance of getting it right. On Shmardan Street in the Old City Centre is the correct answer. Exactly half of you getting that one right. 50% knowing that it was in the Old Centre, and our top players did get it, but Laura is really getting these answers quickly. So even though Amira is getting them right as well, Laura is closing with every question because she is answering so quickly. Amira leads, Laura second, Veronica up to third, Moni Queen fourth, Rasha in fifth. These top 3 spots are going to be fought over right to the end, I think. Here's number 37. In November 2013, which movie became the last ever DVD to be rented from a Blockbuster store? It was one of them. End of Days, Final Destination, This is the End, or Gone in 60 Seconds. Oh, how I miss Blockbuster Video. Ah, good days. It was This Is the End, the Seth Rogen, James Franco comedy. Brilliant film, I really enjoy that. It's the perfect film to be the last ever movie rented from a Blockbuster right before they closed down. 14.3% only getting that one right. So if you got it, you've really just caught up on a lot of your fellow players. Amira still leads, but her and Laura both getting that one wrong. Veronica third, Moni Queen fourth, and Rasha in fifth. So our top 5 is as it was on the previous question. Here's question number 38 out of 50. The world's best-selling newspaper is published in which language? Is it English, Chinese, Hindi or Japanese? English, Chinese, Hindi or Japanese, the world's best-selling newspaper. Yeah, people still read newspapers. Can you believe that? And they don't just read it, but they buy it in droves. Over in Japan, Yomiuri Shimbun is the publication. It's published twice a day with a circulation of around 13.5 million, but just its morning circulation would be enough to outsell its nearest rival around the world. So well done if you got Japanese. Only 7.7% got that one right. Amira, Laura, Veronica, Moni Queen and Rasha is our top 5, and I don't think any of them actually got that one right. So you have just caught up if you got that. Here comes question 39. Who plays the title character in The Mandalorian? Have you watched The Mandalorian yet? If you haven't, oh, you should. Even if you're not a Star Wars fan, it's just brilliant. Absolutely loving The Mandalorian. But who plays the title character? All right, time is up. We were looking for Pedro Pascal. 37% of you getting that one right. Giancarlo Esposito, Nick Nolte and Werner Herzog, they're all in the Mandalorian, but he is played by Pedro Pascal. Amira gets it right and stretches away a little bit from Laura in second. Rasha gets it right and jumps up into third. Veronica in fourth. Monoqueen in fifth. Yeah, Teodoro Pedro's a brilliant actor, isn't he? Truly brilliant. Question number 40. True or false? Barbie dolls have belly buttons. So quite simply, if you went to the toy store today and bought yourself a Barbie doll, and why wouldn't you, would it have a belly button? Yes or no? True or false? So do Barbie dolls have belly buttons? The answer is true. Yes, since the year 2000 when they changed the complete body sculpt of Barbie and they added the belly button. So for the last 20 years, she has indeed had a belly button. Tricky question, but Amira gets it and she is building a lead again over Veronica in second, Laura in third, but Laura's got just a slender lead over Rasha in fourth and Monoqueen in fifth. Remember, our top 3 players will win a 300 lei EMAG voucher and our top 10, you're getting that red wine. So keep plugging away till the end. Who was the first character to speak in the first ever episode of Friends? Yeah, Warner, if you've got some from your childhood, depending on how old you are, it's possible that they don't have belly buttons, but they certainly do since the year 2000. So who was the first character to speak in the first ever episode of Friends? Monica is the correct answer here. She said there's nothing to tell. He's just some guy I work with. Yeah, no quiz is complete without at least one Harry Potter question and one question on Friends. There's your Friends question. So well done if you got that one. Now, Amira did not get it. Laura didn't get it. Veronica sits in third. Monoqueen in fourth. Rasha in fifth. So what was it? Just 19.2%. Again, if you got it right, you really have caught up on the leaders. This quiz is not over, but we're in the home straight. Here's question 42. Which of the following is one of the core values of oxygen? It's another oxygen question. Which of the following is one of the core values of oxygen? People-centric, optimistic, sustainable. She was always talking. And also, Rachel wasn't in the opening scene. She came running in wearing her dress. Her wedding dress. People-centric. Yay! 100%! Everybody wins. You get bonus points and you get bonus points. And I tell you what, no matter how easy questions are, very rarely do we get 100%. So well done to everybody, sincerely. So everybody got points there. Amira, Laura, Veronica, Monoqueen and Rasha all getting it right and all staying in the top 5. Well done, you guys. Who played the British Prime Minister in the film Love Actually? Who played the British Prime Minister in the film Love Actually? Oh, Teodora, I'm so sorry. I don't think we have any Seinfeld questions tonight. Maybe another quiz. Okay, so the British Prime Minister was played by Hugh Grant. Emma Thompson, Rowan Atkinson and Colin Firth, they were all in the movie as well. But it was Hugh Grant that played pretty much the central pivotal character in the movie. So well done if you got it. We've got Amira breaking 3,000 points ahead of Veronica. No, she's gone into second place. Monoqueen is fighting back. She's got the third spot. Laura drops down to fourth and Rasha is in fifth. But look how close it is to get that all-important third spot. 7 questions remain. Here's question 44. What was significant about the way Neil Papworth wished Merry Christmas to Richard Jarvis in 1992? One of those is the correct answer on your screen. Which one is it? I'm so pleased that we had a 100% answer. It's very, very rare that that happens. It was the first ever text message. Well done if you got it. I believe the first ever email was some years before, but the first text message, it was sent to the cell phone director, Vodafone director, his cell phone, Richard Jarvis. So well done if you got it. Amira did get it, and she is looking good at the moment. Laura in second, Veronica, Monoqueen, Rasha is your top 5. 6 questions to go. Can anyone catch Amira? It's Amira, Laura and Veronica sitting in the big prize spots at the moment. Here's question 45. What is the name of the giant snow monster that guards Elsa's palace in Frozen? What is the name of the giant snow monster that guards Elsa's palace in Frozen? Now, I'm very pleased to say I've never watched Frozen, and I don't plan to, although my nieces absolutely adore it. I will be back for Christmas. I'm probably going to end up having to watch it. He's called Marshmallow, so there's a spoiler for me straight away. 37% of you getting it right, and it looks like lots of you don't watch it as well, which is great. Amira just stretching away. Laura in second. But look at Rasha coming into third place now. She's trying to get that big prize. Veronica drops back, just 5 points behind the third spot. Moniqueen is there as well. What a battle we have to be in the top 3. Top 10 get wine. Top 3 get those EMAG vouchers. 5 to go. Here's number 46. What is the total number of current team members or employees in Oxygen? 25, 35, 45 or 50? Now, can you do it again? Can we get 100% again? I think this one's a bit trickier. Excuse me. But let's have a look. It was too much to hope for. 32.1% knowing it's 50 people, 50 employees. So well done if you got that. And I tell you what, Amira didn't get it. And Rasha did. So she's caught up a little bit. Rasha sits in second. What have we got? 256 points behind Amira. You could still catch her. You never know. Moniqueen has now taken over in third spot over Laura and Veronica, who sit in fourth and fifth. So Amira, Rasha and Moniqueen in the prize spots as it stands. 4 questions remain. Number 47. Which toy has won the prestigious Toy of the Year award for both 2019 and 2020? Fingerlings, LOL Surprise, Hatchimals or Funko Pop? I am very optimistic. You never know. Amira might crack. Thanks, Inziana. LOL Surprise is the correct answer. 57.1% getting that one right. Amira isn't cracking. She's got that one right and Rasha got it wrong. But Rasha still stays in second place behind Amira. Veronica sits in third as it stands. Wana comes into fourth place. Can she push on with the last few questions and get a prize? Moniqueen is down in fifth. But any of these players can still win one of those top 3 prizes. 3 questions remain. Number 48. Which pop singer grew up on a Christmas tree farm? Was it Justin Bieber, Adele, Taylor Swift or Justin Timberlake? One of them grew up on a Christmas tree farm, which sounds like a perfectly lovely place to grow up, and who wouldn't like that? Now, we know this to be the correct answer because the young lady in question, Taylor Swift, released a song in 2019 which was called Christmas Tree Farm, in which she sang about living on a Christmas tree farm when she grew up. So well done if you got that one right. I tell you what, we think, looking at this, Amira is going to win this quiz. But who is going to get the other prize spots? At the moment, it's Rasha in second. Wana is sitting in third. Laura and Veronica breathing down their necks, though. They're right behind. Here's your penultimate question, number 49. How many times has Simona Halep represented Romania at an Olympic Games? 0, 1, 2 or 3? Cinziana, you wouldn't like to be on a Christmas tree farm? I think it's just a tree farm, isn't it? Trees everywhere. That would be quite nice. So how many times has Simona been to the Olympics? She has been there just the once, which was London 2012. She didn't go to Brazil because of the Zika virus. Do you remember that back in the day? Everyone's forgotten about that one now because of Corona. And she is set to be the flag bearer. She should have been this year for 2020, but hopefully with the delayed games next year, she will hold the flag at the opening ceremony for Romania. So Amira will lead with Rasha in second, Wana in third, Moniqueen in fourth, and Laura in fifth. It comes down to your final question, everybody. 50 out of 50, multiple answer question. Good luck. Select 3 countries that the River Danube passes through. Ooh, now, there's got to be 1 or 2 obvious ones on there, but can you get all 3? It's Amira, Rasha and Wana at the moment that have the prize spots. Will that change? Time is up. Okay, we were looking for Romania. Thankfully, you all got that. Moldova. Not many of you knew that one. And Croatia. So it goes through Germany, Austria, Slovakia, Hungary, Croatia, Serbia, Bulgaria, Romania, Moldova, and finishes off in the Ukraine. And we're going to say a big well done to Amira, who nails this quiz and becomes the Oxygen Virtual Festive Quiz champion for 2020. Rasha, brilliant quizzing for you. You go into second with Wana in third. And I tell you what, Amira, we're going to give you some magic sprinkles. There you go, right there. There's some sprinkles for you. Can you see it? It's coming down. So, Amira, Rasha and Wana, all of you will win that 300 lei voucher from EMAG. Your colleagues will be in touch to make sure you get that prize. But let's have a look and see who got the wine. So Amira, Rasha and Wana, you're going to get wine as well. So not a bad afternoon for you three. But Moniqueen, you get wine. Laura, Veronica, Andrea Irimius, you've got wine as well. You were doing so well, but you ended up in 7th. Adriana, Pavel, who we saw an awful lot in the top 5, as we did with FTW, who rounds out your top 10. Those are your prize winners. Well done to each and every one of you. So there you go. That was the Oxygen Virtual Festive Quiz. We hope that in some way this brought you together during this Christmas period and that you had fun. It certainly was fun for us, and let's hope that we can do it again sometime. So whatever you do with the rest of your evening, please look after yourselves and, of course, have a really wonderful Christmas and an even better 2021 and New Year.